What is up, everyone? Welcome to the new Christmas skit. Angel and I have analyzed our favorite cartoon shows, and we are going to present to you the top 7, which are A Johnny Bravo Christmas, A Lost Claus, The Foster's Home Special, Codename Kids Next Door, Operation Christmas, Powerpuff Christmas, Billy and Mandy Save Christmas, All of the Other Reindeer, and How the Grinch Stole Christmas. We have critically analyzed each show, and we have a lot of questions, and we will present that to you now. If you ever watched Cartoon Network, I'm sure you remember Johnny Bravo. He was this dashingly handsome guy who couldn't get a girl to save his life, and it was actually pretty funny. But the Christmas special is probably my favorite. But again, being your favorite doesn't mean it's the most logical. Let me show you what I mean. The first error is legit right after the theme. They mess up from second 1. Okay, this is all Christmas stuff, except for one item. Can you find it? It's this freaking volcano. What is this? That's not Christmas. Like, what were... Did the producers just run out of space and they're like, man... Wait... I don't know, man. I really don't know. What were they thinking when they added the bomb? I realized I said bomb because I was looking at this next one. So, just watch.
Hello, fire department. I just called to let you know that I am the bomb, and I'm about to blow. Whoops, cancel that. It's too late.
Johnny should be arrested for false calling the cops and... Second off, or not the cops, the fire department. Why would you call the fire department for a bomb? That seems something that the police would do, not the fire department, Johnny. Get your head in the game. In this next scene, Johnny helps his mom move the tree, but it's a little weird.
I don't know what it is. I'm just not feeling that feng shui.
How do the ornaments not fall off the tree? When I put ornaments on the tree, I freaking wrap it around the limbs of the tree and it still falls off. How is he carrying it, running around the house, and it not falling? Come on now. I know it's a cartoon, but seriously, the force of gravity applies in cartoons. I can't even explain this next part.
Meanwhile, could you clean out between the cushions? I just did my nails, you know.
Okay, cleaning out between the cushions, that's not that bad. Money. A sandwich, it's a little less likely.
Finally, you people need to clean more.
How are you alive? Again, you could say it's a cartoon, but that's not okay. I cannot let this dog thing slide because it's a cartoon. Okay, Johnny continues to clean out the cushions, and he finds this. So, wow, I'm glad I paused there. So, if you missed it, hold up, I'm gonna back this up real fast. It's addressed to Santa Claus. That's not a place. You know what I'm saying? It's not a place. And sure, the North Pole and P.O. Box are there, but you don't address something to Santa Claus. But where in the North Pole? Like, it's not P.O. Box, like... Ugh.
Sucking egg.
Happy holidays from the Aaron City Post Office.
Hi,
My name is Roy, and I'll be taking care of all your postal needs.
That's great.
Borneo to Bakersfield,
Yeah.
we deliver your package to your destination.
Will you stop already?
How may I assist you?
I need to get these letters to the North Pole by tonight.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'm not joking.
They later go on to say, quote, you should know better than trying to deliver something on Christmas Eve. Why are you open and so eager to help Johnny if you're not gonna deliver something on Christmas Eve? Get your crap together, post office. This next one, is kind of slight, and I can see why the editors didn't care. So, Johnny's gonna start... So after his fail at the post office, he walks around,
Stupid sidewalk.
and,
Stupid grass.
you know,
Stupid kid.
the houses are decorated.
Apples and bananas.
Okay, the apples... Oh God, I said the apples because the girl said apples. Okay, so the houses are decorated, but
Figure out a way to get
look in the background.
salary.
Why? Have you been naughty?
The houses weren't decorated for Christmas at all. Come on, man. If you're gonna do a cartoon show right, decorate all the houses.
I need to figure out a way to get these letters to him before he takes off on his sleigh tonight.
Have you thought about emailing him over the internet?
Grandma got run over by a reindeer does the same thing. How do they know Santa's email address? It's not like he puts it where. Sometimes I wish we didn't critically analyze it. This is wrecking my brain.
You're at gate 10. Your flight is going to gate 97.
Maybe we can still get a ticket.
Or maybe we can secretly sneak on and stow away.
So the leaving right now changed to better hurry. Now, I've never been to an airport, but I'm pretty sure that doesn't happen. Almost certain that doesn't happen. Okay. Well, oh. Okay. Sure. Why not? We'll just accept it.
Well,
I know you want to add a cute little Easter egg Cartoon Network, but that is impossible. There's no way they can change clothes in that amount of time. They were in a luggage compartment. They were inside of a suitcase. By the way, if you haven't seen these cartoon shows, go watch them. They're amazing. I still love them to this day, and I was like, what, 5 when I started watching these, and they're still like funny today, and it's great. You know, they're timeless.
Is someone in here? I know somebody's here. I heard voices. Are you a stowaway?
no stowaway is here. Just a lamp and a fan. Ouch!
Hey,
Are you serious? He doesn't even look like a fan. God, that security guards, man. I don't... It always got me as a child. It was funny. That's just sad.
Guess what? Today is Christmas Eve, and I'm about to make your Christmas wishes come true. Look at you. Buttercup Scout always carries her handy-dandy pocket knife.
A Girl Scout who is younger than me, probably younger than Aiden, carries a pocket knife with a skeleton key? And no one's gonna question this. Alright. So, Johnny and the animals are falling to their inevitable doom. And the elephant grabs the umbrella. That doesn't ruin it, but Johnny's weight does. What? Are you kidding me? So at this point, if you look at the bottom of your screen, Johnny is still in the hole. He is still chilling like a villain right there. Okay, cool. That's great. So the hole is there. When he pops out, it's still there.
At least we have...
What? It's a magician. What? That's messed up. They could have waited till the next shot to get rid of the hole. Come on now. I get this is a funny cartoon show, and logic doesn't exactly apply, but she's pretty small.
there's a tiny little airport
How does she move the beefy Johnny? Keep in mind, it's not just her.
Johnny, they've offered to give us
It's also the little girl, right there, her. She moves Johnny. The French girl moves Johnny. And Donnie, a character we later meet in this episode. They can just move him whenever they want. But he's the most muscular out of all of them. How? And they do it without breaking a sweat. It's not like they have to exert a lot of energy. They do this like, it's like they do it every day. This is what I'm talking about. How does she do that? She's like 8 years old. How? If you look in the background, the pilot named his airplane brand spanking new cargo plane. It might show it again because Andrew and I was able to read the entire thing, but brand spanking new cargo plane. Yep.
Sure as sunshine, sweetheart. Hey, that was a tongue twister. Sure sunshine, sweetheart. Sure sunshine, sweetheart. Sure sunshine, sweetheart.
So, the creators and editors decided to put in an airplane turning sound, but didn't design the air, I guess. The clouds in the sky, they would be turning as well. But, one thing, they're still on the ground! None of that adds... Oh god, I am so sorry. I am super mad. None of that adds up. None of it. None of it adds up, and I'm so mad. Ugh. So mad, man. Oh, man. At this point in the movie / show, they're looking for Santa's address, and the girl says it's 1 Candy Cane Lane. That's okay. I mean, sure, whatever. So, the pilot doesn't turn his hand on the wheel, but instead looks. Looking doesn't turn the plane. You can't just look and turn the plane. You can't do that. It just doesn't work. No. So, we're gonna meet Donnie. Donnie, the new character. He's pulling a Mary Poppins. He should instantly be dead. At this point, he should be dead, and we should not have Donnie as a character anymore.
Don't worry, you didn't hurt my smile.
You just broke 90% of my bones. Yep. This is the point where I show you how Donnie can move Johnny. And you actually see kind of the difference. They're standing side by side. Johnny is super muscular. Look at that. Super muscular. Donnie's a beanpole.
Now, Johnny, don't you make me come over there and hug you.
But he can do this. Yeah, sure. Let's just forget all logic and reason for a minute. So they start singing, and that's cool, but, Cartoon Network got a little too literal. It is a Band-Aid. A metal Band-Aid for the plane. That's cool and funny? That's a little too literal, don't you think, Cartoon Network? Okay, a lot of things can happen in cartoons and musicals. Both of those are happening now. But this is not acceptable.
We are lost because the address we have is fake.
Fear not, I have the address you see.
Where did he get the crown and horse? He didn't have it in his back pocket. Where did he get that?
Say yes. Oh, please, Johnny, say yes.
Cool. So, the pilot's not driving it anymore, but yet the plane is still fine. That's great.
Who's flying the plane?
Duh, I am. Maybe we should buckle up.
So, it flies as long as they don't notice. But as soon as they notice that the pilot isn't there, including the pilot, they start falling. Yep. Gravity doesn't work as long as your mind isn't working. So, after the pilot realizes that they are falling to their doom, they all buckle up and they try not to die. And this happens.
Oh no! We're gonna crash into that mountain! Nah, that's just a decoy. It's a cloaking device.
How does Donnie know that specific iceberg is the cloaking device? He said, nah, it's a cloaking device. How do you know it's that iceberg? What if it was the iceberg to the left? What if it was 20 miles away? You don't know it's... It still racks my brain. And then this happens.
Santa's village. Oh no! We're gonna crash into Santa's village. Yeah, that's a pickle.
And I don't even know what I want to correct here.
Look, everybody!
There's so much to correct that I don't think I can correct it. You know what I mean? When there's so much wrong, you just can't correct it. That's how I feel about that entire reindeer scene.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Claus. My name's...
Little Susie.
You know me?
Why are you shocked? He is Santa Claus. Yep. What? Oh my gosh. Santa. You know me? Seriously?
Wow, you're good.
And, you're,
I'm a little bit rock and roll.
Elvis?
It rhymes with Shawnee.
Donnie!
So he knows little Susie from the very moment, if the second they meet, but can't remember Donnie, who supposedly helps Santa every year to lend a helping hand. What?
Oh, Johnny, something cool happened.
Yeah, Susie told one person about your selfless act at the North Pole. He told two friends, and they told two friends, and so on,
and so on.
Anyhow, me, along with the citizens of Aaron City, want to wish you and Mrs. Bravo a Merry Christmas.
That's great and all, and I love a heartwarming ending. But what the crap? Not everyone can fit in Johnny's house. His house is actually pretty small. Not everyone of Aaron City can fit in there. My gosh. That's the ending, actually, of the first show. This is gonna be a long one. You better get ready. And I already knocked the camera in rage. So sit tight. It's gonna be a long one. Moving right along, this one is probably Andrew's favorite out of all the Christmas specials. It is Foster's Home. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, A Lost Claus. Let's get into it. Mac looks pretty ordinary right now. He's just walking around in his jacket. Okay, that's fine. Let's fast forward 5 seconds. Okay, so he walks into Foster's home. That's fine. He is wearing his book bag under his sweater. I was talking to Andrew about this, and he said, okay, I've worn my book bag under my jacket a couple times. I'm like, okay, cool. It's Christmas Eve! Why is he wearing his book bag? It is not appropriate.
Oh, he's not so bad. He gets a little stressed, but every year he makes sure there's just enough money to get every friend in the house one whole Christmas present.
What? One present? But Moisha said we get 8.
No, I said I get 8.
You can't be serious. Just one? Isn't that against the law or something?
Well, Blue, Foster's doesn't have a lot of money to...
Call the police! Bring in the National Guard! Contact the CIA! This crime must be blue!
You're calling the federal forces for one Christmas present? Sure. Why not? Yep. I'm not even gonna comment on that. So, I'm gonna show you how many Santas there are. But before I show you, I don't know how there are this many Santas. There are short Santas, there are skin tone differences, there are color differences, there are purple, blue, green. I don't understand how there are this many Santas, and Frankie explains to us it's because kids are imagining Santa, like, you know, around the holidays. That's fine. But what? There can't be this many different variations. Like, look at this. Tall, short, purple, blue, green. Like, what? There's skin tone differences. What on earth? There can't be that many different variations of Santa. So, the Santas are yelling at Harriman, but what happens to the Santas? You know, if they can't stay, what happens to the Santa Claus? Like, all of them. What happens to them? Do they get, I don't know, thrown into a pit of fire? Do they get sent out into the world? They can't stay at Foster's. Where do they go?
I totally bought, and some of them miraculously travel around the world in just one night. I mean, jeez, that's just so totally bogus.
Time zones, Mac. You gotta remember, time zones are on Santa's side.
No problema, Mark. If Santa can do it, so can I.
Santa has magic, Eduardo. Did you forget that little fact? Coco is skiing away from Mac and Blue because she's mad at them. And that's all fine and dandy.
I said I was sorry.
But she's skiing on the sidewalk. What? You don't do that. You can't just... You can't ski because it's snowing. You ski on the snow, not on the sidewalk. I'm sorry, I'm getting very invested. Okay, so Mrs. Foster, the old grandmother, starts off with nothing. As you can see, nothing. Nothing. She talks to Mac, and within a few seconds, she has this! She has... How? How did she get that? That was 5 seconds. I know I fast-forwarded, but that was 5 seconds. How is it possible? So as we know, Eduardo got stuck in the chimney, and his head is outside. He went feet first. So his head is outside of the chimney. Blue and Eduardo are having a conversation. He didn't go head first, but you can still hear him clearly.
We think Santa's cooking, or so would be good for goodness sake.
There's an echo, but that's because there's a chimney. You can hear him fine. That makes no sense. He went feet first. His head should be outside of the house. You shouldn't be able to hear him that clearly. Or at all.
Who's there?
It's me, your old business partner.
My thing is, did Harriman have a business partner? If so, how did Blue know this? From the show alone, we don't know that Mr. Harriman had a business partner. But it kind of makes sense because he owns Foster's. But we don't know. And also, when Blue says, "It's me, your old business partner," Mr. Harriman doesn't say, "I didn't have a business partner." He says, "Who?" So does he have a business partner? Does he not have a business partner? Is he just terrified that he just needed to know who he was talking to? I'm not sure.
Bob Marley!
Wait, don't you mean Jacob Marley?
Never mind.
So, if you don't know, Bob Marley is a Jamaican songwriter / artist. Jacob Marley is a fictional character from the story with Scrooge in it. Blue meant to say Jacob Marley, but he said Bob Marley. He did his research, but on the wrong Marley.
Wait here a sec.
7 seconds for him to take off that Jamaican stuff and put a Christmas present on. Cool. Why is everything tinted red? I know Blue has red eyes, and like it's probably LED lights or whatever. Unless he set up LED lights and tinted the entire room red, I don't see why the entire room is tinted a shade of red. This makes no sense. Not a lick of sense.
Please, Spirit, answer me one question. Are these the shadows of the things that will be, or are they shadows of things that may be?
Sure, whatever.
No, sure, whatever does not. He said, "Are these the shadows of things that will be, or of the things that may be?" First off, Harriman should know that you can change the future, and the answer is maybe. But Blue, you don't say yeah, whatever. That doesn't answer his question. You can't do that. It's not correct. I know he's confused, but you don't just say yeah, whatever. Come on, answer the man's question. Let's just pull a Johnny Bravo for a second. Nothing fell off. Nothing fell off. Nothing fell off. Of the freaking tree. Nothing fell off. Okay, Cartoon Network. I see you. This next part isn't a rant, it's just really cool that Cartoon Network threw in these Easter eggs. Mac is stressfully opening up his presents because he asked Santa for underwear. He gets a book called The Art of Powerpuff, and you see a little C-shaped thing. We can assume that is girls. This is a game guy, totally not related to the Game Boy. This book is titled Jarhead John, and sure, why does it seem like anything? That looks strangely like the professor from Powerpuff Girls. Just me? Back in the day, Cartoon Network was all about references. This is totally related to Snoopy. His doghouse, I mean, am I wrong?
Sir, I'd like to report a burglary. Well, sort of. I mean, well, just listen. All the doors were locked. None of the windows were broken. But somehow, somebody broke into the house last night. Well, no, they didn't take anything. No, they actually left stuff.
Santa doesn't decorate your house either. If we all remember, it was atrocious. Like, the house was wrecked. Harriman took all the decorations out. And yet, thanks to Santa, the house is decorated again. Sure. We'll believe that. And that's it for a Lost Clause. I didn't have as much, like, Andrew and I didn't have as much to pick apart in the Lost Clause. Yeah. Let's move on to the next one, which is Codename Kids Next Door Christmas, Operation Christmas. Well, it's not. It's Operation Christmas. We need no introduction. This is Codename Kids Next Door, Operation Naughty, not Operation Christmas. Okay, so as soon as the show starts, the announcer tells us this is Santa's workshop. Like, there's not multiple. This is Santa's workshop. First thing, why are you hammering a stuffed animal? Next off, everyone is building a rainbow monkey. Not every kid wants a rainbow monkey. Why is everyone building a rainbow monkey? Why? Every kid doesn't want a rainbow monkey. I know I don't. If you see on the workshop table, there are tons of tools. There is, hammers, screwdrivers, saws, paint. You don't need that crap. What? Mainly the hammer and saw. Where are you going to use the screwdriver? It's a stuffed animal. There's a knock at the door. In the North Pole, Santa's workshop. And here's how the elves respond. Who would that be? Who on earth could that be?
Merry Christmas to ya. Come on in and have some eggs.
Okay, so he passed out and wasn't concerned at all that some random strangers are at the door in the North Pole at Santa's workshop. Did you just not see your elf buddy pass out on the... I'm done. I don't understand. Why were the elves not concerned that their buddy passed out 7 seconds prior? It's not like they forgot unless they have short-term memory loss. And that would suck. But, like, you don't just... It happened 7 seconds ago, dude. Like, what were you doing? Why is nobody running? They're making perfect target practice. No one's running. Look, they're all happy that they are here. What? Did that elf just say you who up here? Why is no one running? How did they know that was the secret hatch? They've never been there. They haven't been told. They haven't mapped it out. How did they know that pulling that stocking led to a secret hatch in the fireplace? Okay, so the kids next door, they use a flying car for their missions, and they use a flying car right now in this scene as such. That's all fine and dandy. You think they're on a mission, but really, they went to the supermarket to get this item.
Secret Santa surprise reindeer monkey?
Why are rainbow monkeys so important? Why are they the highest selling item on the market? I don't understand.
Hey! You guys decorated for Christmas! Number 5 didn't do it, but whoever did went for the minimalist look.
What decorations? Number 3 says you decorated for Christmas. There are no decorations up there. Their whole treehouse is gone. What decorations? Battle stations. Huh. Usually, the battle stations are in the treehouse, which he doesn't have. Number 1, where do you want them to go? There are no battle stations. The guy's name... So... I don't even know his name. He's made out of solid peppermintium. Peppermintium. Because that's a thing. So the kids next door rush off to save number 1 because he's getting beaten up by the guy made out of solid peppermintium. Until the Nutcracker shows up. My one question is, sure, he's made out of wood and stuff, but why can he disappear and reappear? Out of thin air! Like, how does he do that? Nutcrackers can't do that. He's made out of wood. How did he get this magic ability to disappear? So while everyone is battling, number 3 and Snow Angel are actually bonding. I don't understand why they're bonding. They should be, you know, fighting like everyone else. Okay. So I'm just gonna say, this guy has the lamest superpower. He can turn himself into a tree. That's not menacing, dude! That is the lamest superpower ever to be used. I don't even know. That is so lame. That superpower is the worst.
Thanks, kid. Looks like we can all go home now. Lay off, Toots!
Why is number 3 the most powerful person of the Codename Kids Next Door? She's beating up everybody. She threw carnivorous off the freaking treehouse. She's beating everyone up. How on earth is she doing it when the entire group was struggling one-on-one?
They call in the 12 days of Christmas attack. 12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping, 10 lords are leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 fish are milking, 7 swans are swimming, 6 geese are laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French horns, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Obviously, since this is a squash and stretch cartoon, number 3 isn't dead. But how? The pressure, the lack of oxygen, multiple ways add up that number 3 should be dead. But of course, she's not. Let's just, let's forget facts and logic, because characters don't need to breathe, apparently. And gravity, as we've seen, gravity does not affect any cartoon show, like in this list so far. In between a commercial break, the delightful children, aka the strangers who broke into Santa's workshop, tie up Santa, quote unquote, with metal restraints. My thing is, where do they get the restraints? And why can't Santa break free? He has Christmas magic. Like, I don't understand. Okay, so where did Santa fall? You're about to learn in a second that all these are kids with holograms. Did he fall on a hologram? Does it still work? Is it a black hole? It's a cylinder. Where is he falling? What?
So, you thought Santa still used a regular old sledded reindeer, eh, Christmas fans? Well, since old Crinkle's not getting any younger, he's getting more high-tech with the reindeer present delivery system, cybernetically linked to the Christmas trees of every child worldwide. All he has to do is decide whether they've been naughty or nice, and he can instantaneously send them the toys they've earned or the coal they deserve.
That is one high-tech reindeer system. My gosh. Wow. Good on you, Santa. Okay. This image right here. So, why did the delightful children share a box? I know they never move apart, but they're each their individual person. Like, Codename Kids Next Door is a group, so is the Alpha Strike, but they get their own boxes. You'll see later that number 3 gets her own box and doesn't share it with the whole group of Codename Kids Next Door. What? I know that they never leave each other's side, but this is a little much. So Santa says he can deliver the presents or the coal they deserve. So when the delightful children take care of it, the presents turn into coal. So if Santa just made a stupid mistake, he can just turn it back into coal? What?
Just who the Kringle are you?
Exactly!
Why does every group have a superhero class? Codename Kids Next Door makes sense. Delightful Children from Down the Lane, that makes sense, they're their enemy. Alpha Strike, that kind of makes sense, it's the Christmas theme. School? Get out of here! You're not welcome!
Therefore, leaving Substitute Teachers Day as the most important holiday in the world. What about Groundhog Day?
Or the 4th of August? That's pretty important.
I love Friday.
Why are they mentioning these obscure holidays? What about Thanksgiving, Halloween? Those are important holidays. New Year's? Nobody. We're gonna mention obscure holidays. Come on. There's a rally behind Thanksgiving. There's a rally behind Halloween. No one's gonna rally behind Groundhog Day. Who's gonna do that? Let's now take this moment to not rage at the show's stupidity. But let's just look at these names. Thesaurus Rex. That one's pretty bad. The unintelligible tutor. Her power is talking.
Tutor!
Yup. Okay, they didn't even try on this one. The human text? Come on now. Mr. Physically Bitastic. Cartoon Network should be ashamed of themselves. So as the delightful children continue to wreck Christmas, kids obviously are waking up and getting sad. Like so. Why does everyone cry waterfalls? Is that the only way? Like, sometimes I weep, but it's not like waterfalls. I mean, like, come on now. If you're wondering why Codename Kids Next Door looks so frightened, it's because everyone turns evil when they touch the reindeer bells, except for Santa, obviously. Look at the delightful children. Well, I mean, they were evil before, but come on now. You're about to see what I mean when I say everyone turns evil. Yep. Turns them evil. Alright. How many people think Santa is all fat and no muscle? Okay, I think at least half of you think that. He's not.
There's only one way to save your friend.
He is not all fat. Boy! What is this? What the crap?
Merry Christmas, Cookie. I wanted to surprise you on Christmas, but then you turned all evil and stuff, so...
Yep. French fries.
I didn't finish them when I was at the Rusty Burger, so I thought you might, want them.
Remember, kids, French fries saves lives. They do. Totally. That's not a lie. At all. Also, I don't know what number 4 was thinking. If he wrapped it up and then waited till Christmas Day, the French fries would be cold and terrible. That is the worst Christmas present ever.
But what about our treehouse? Don't worry, we put it to good use.
How did they fix the treehouse so quickly? Last time I checked, they were at Santa's workshop beating up the teacher team. The superhero team of teachers. How did they fix it so fast? They were not there to fix the treehouse. And that's it for Codename Kids Next Door. We have 3 shows down. And let me just double check the numbers here. 4 to go. We're now moving on to the Christmas special titled Powerpuff Girls 'Twas the Fight Before Christmas. Okay, I know this is a cartoon show, and teachers deserve apples, but this is kind of ridiculous.
How many apples are there?
Clara.
And let's just take a second. That is perfectly wrapped. Cool. They're kindergartners, right? They're kids. That is the exact same wrap. Like, look at this, and they're all exactly wrapped. Did they get the
Wait, hold on. Can we also take a minute to realize that the pyramid of apples on the other side is not wrapped?
Those were from yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I don't even
Homework.
know.
Have a Merry Christmas.
Seriously, I want that homework.
Same.
This is dangerous. Don't give that little kid right there a needle. He's gonna hurt himself. Why would you do that? Why would the teacher do that? That is ridiculous.
Writing my wish list for Santa? Are you crazy? You're only giving him 2 days to prepare, and that's even if he gets it on time. Oh yeah? When did you send yours, smart party pants. December 26th? Ha! That's after Christmas. December 26th last year.
Why does every cartoon character wait Christmas Eve before this? Johnny Bravo, anyone? Parallels? Hello? Buttercup, did you not learn anything from your TV?
You learn nothing from TV.
I paused the video here to show you. Princess's legs are spread apart. Stop it. I know what you're thinking. Stop it. She's 6. So. Okay, look at the legs. 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 Okay. Can you shut up? What? What?
And now they're put right beside each other.
Seriously, like no space. You can't even slip a piece of paper between there. Alright, everyone, look outside. It's snowing. That's cool. But it's not higher than the door. It's not higher than the window. Alright, we all see that. That's great. Okay, cool. It's not higher than the door or window at all. What the freak? No! Stop it! Get some help! Where are your parents?
So, pretty much in this scene where he's, like, trying to fake a breakup on the phone, like, going through a tunnel, how did she not fall out of the car? And more, also, side note, those phones are connected to wires. How is the wire reaching that far?
That is a good quote. Well, there's, I mean, I don't know. She's only, like, I don't know, she's about as tall as up to my waist.
Therefore, at the very least, she'd be hanging by, like...
Her toes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Her toes are just, like, clenched to the corridor. It's like, hello there.
Hi there. Let me yell at you.
Pretty much.
Yes? Sweetheart? Am I naughty? Time to bed. Lights out. Wait! I need another pillow!
Do you? You have like 17. Do you really need another pillow? Feel free to count that, because...
I think when we did it, we counted like 12 to 13, roughly.
Yeah, I said you need more... Yeah, we counted 12. Yep. I actually have that as a note. Yeah, you need more than 12 pillows? I need less. I need like 2 at
Same.
maximum.
Same.
No one needs 12.
No.
I don't know anyone who needs 12.
Hello, Cole.
I want to start off by saying the door is not that high. That's almost physically impossible. And,
With water, that might have been more possible. Because water takes up every single, like...
where did the coal come from?
It's not Christmas yet.
Yeah, like, it's not...
It's literally 2 days prior.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Either that or she's been on this for 2 whole days.
Seriously. Coal doesn't work like that. Sorry. A crayon would work better. You know, not coal though. Santa's not an elf for the last time. Santa's not an elf. Andrew and I have argued over this. He's not an elf. He's a human with magic powers.
I've accepted my defeat.
So, that Xmas box, first off, is spelled wrong. There's 2 S's.
Oh, it's an X-Mass.
And, they threw the box through the door. I'm sorry, that's not the shape of a box last time I checked. That's the shape of a snowflake. Also, it is perfectly symmetrical. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm sorry, what?
Can I have aim like that, please?
Huh.
And considering they're getting ready for Christmas, I'm assuming it's not... I'm assuming she's just been, like, it wasn't 2 days later. She's just been rambling on this. And all that coal just came for funsies.
Jeez. That's not okay. That tree throw is not okay.
And here again we see Bubbles' incredible accuracy without a single miss.
I'm sorry, did that look like a 3D object slowly enclosing on a 2D object? Can we look at that again? Hold up. Everyone, look at this again. Look at this again, okay? I'm gonna get the right time. Look at this. Oh no, bad cinematics. That was terrible.
But you have to admit that aim is on point.
It is on point.
So, you see we have a loving, like, mother, son, and husband. What's wrong with this picture? Oh, yeah, that's right. The guy is in his underwear with no shirt on.
And that would be fine because they're getting ready for nighttime and some people sleep in their underwear. It's snowing! Put on a flippin' coat! Also,
I don't think the little child is wearing shoes either, now that I look closer.
neither's the dad. So, also...
You know, fine. Oh, hold on.
I'm sorry, are you Superman? No. How flimsy is that tree? Hold up. You know, I was getting on the guy about holding it with one hand. That is a paper mache tree. That is paper. That is made of paper. You know, the editors did a great job with the Powerpuff Girls, and they're like, huh, let's just slap something together for the townspeople. This is what happens.
And beyond the boundaries of this particular town.
Hello, little girl. Are you delivering your mail to Santa? We'll take the whole
Where's
box.
the mailbox?
We'll take the whole box.
No one ever notices it. Hold up. Watch this. Why? I think I paused it because I wanted to make a joke, and then...
Pause.
Wait, no, not... It's gone! The freaking box is gone. The box is bolted into the ground, but no, the express mail is like, ha, yeet! And takes the box. So, this is up. Okay, we're in Egypt. Okay, now we're in Asia. Now we're in Scotland. So if you aren't aware, these are on different continents. It even shows. How is the car getting across continents?
Why to Paris? From Tucson to Timbuktu. The world's children are hoping their dreams will come true.
Yeah, Santa also enhanced the express mail with the freaking hover capability to go over water. That's fine. So Andrew caught this one. This isn't really...
This one isn't really a sin, it's just more of a reference. Because, like, we'll show you why in a minute. We'll let it run through.
Pew! Poink.
See, and, like, that, I just remember, like, a faint reference to Spider-Man with that, where, like, he's, like, where he has, like, blood, but he's, like,
Holding on to
the ceiling, and the blood barely misses the bad guy, because the bad guy goes into his room.
Yeah.
And, like, barely misses him. Yeah. And then a fight starts out because he smells the blood.
Also, these elves are stupid. We'll see. Well, I'll show you why in a second. But both Powerpuff and Codenka's Next Door are both. Every Cartoon Network elf is stupid. Let me show you why. Yeah, I don't feel a little girl on these boxes. No, why would I? If we go into the next room, yeah, no, I'm not gonna see her either. That's cool.
I'm not gonna look up.
Yeah, no. I hate my job as an elf. By the way, I love how every Santa's Workshop looks completely different from the next.
Oh yeah.
Rainbow monkeys to this to Billy and Mandy.
He just constantly renovates.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah. We'll show you why they're extremely stupid. Come on, princess, get
Santa's Workshop, private.
you. All right. Here we go. Here's why they're mainly stupid. Okay, that's fine. They're working. You know, whatever.
And their eyes are closed magically.
Yeah, they're like Brock from Pokemon. That's not how candy canes work.
But okay.
Yep. So she messes with that, and it launches a glob of candy canes to launch, like, this ball machine. Why is no one looking up at the ball machine being like, oh crap, that's at the ceiling? Oh wait, there's a little girl there. No, we're just gonna freaking ignore that portion. So they just leave their shifts. They were hard at work, but no. Now that it's convenient for the bad guy, let's all leave our shifts. Because that's a smart thing to do. It's Christmas Eve. Why would they leave their shift? They only work one night of the year, don't they? Christmas Eve?
they work around the clock.
Oh.
It's a lot of children, Alex.
Oh, I know. I was just saying, like, if they start at midnight, if they sleep for 363 days.
No.
Okay.
That's not how that works.
Cool.
They don't go into hyperdrive, because they get 363 nights of sleep. That's not how that works.
Well, do they get 363 days?
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
Mitch Mitchelson.
She's only at M's, and that's the end of the list. But then all of a sudden... Where did that... What? What?
The rest of the list just magically appeared for TV convenience.
What? Ugh. Why is Princess the only naughty, quote-unquote, naughty kid?
Yeah, the only one.
The only
That's
one.
his naughty list.
Mm-hmm. But as you'll see later, there's a thing called the permanent naughty board. So this...
Or I think it's the ultimate naughty plaque.
Whatever it's called.
And
Other
not
kids
the-
are on that, but I would make a double list, people on the naughty plaque, also on my naughty... Whatever. Okay, Santa.
Well, no, because permanent naughty plaque just means that they're never getting anything ever again for the rest of their lives. There's no redemption.
Gosh. Did Santa actually believe this? The answer is yes. And I'm wondering why he believed this. He made the list. Why didn't he check it? Did he seriously believe there was one person in the entire world that was... He should... Okay. He should know who was naughty. And he's like, Princess Morbucks. She's been naughty all year, but all of a sudden she's nice. There's something wrong with that.
The Powerpuff Girls. They've been nice all year. They're on my naughty list. How'd that happen?
Oh well, I guess this is reality.
Okay, I just want to say, when we were going through the montage, if you've ever seen this, I don't know if we put it in this montage, but if you've ever seen it, Blossom's making cookies in the milk. Not a single smiley face cookie was made.
There were three cutters.
There was like a star,
Snowflake,
and Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Or maybe a snowman.
There might have been 4.
There was not
a smiley
face anywhere, and yet now all of a sudden there's only smiley face cookies.
Only, yeah, that is a good word to use. Where are the others?
Would you like to scream a little louder?
She stops herself, and unless everyone is heavy sleepers.
The professor clearly showed he did.
Yeah, okay.
But Blossom and Bubbles, I'm not so sure. Or Blossom and Buttercup, I'm not so sure.
By the way, if you don't know their superpowers, Bubbles is screaming. That is her specific superpower. If you have forgotten, hers is screaming.
True, though.
That is her specific power. Blossom has eye lasers.
And
Buttercup,
ice breath. She gets 2.
Oh yeah, she gets 2. And then what is Buttercup's? A tornado.
Yeah, she can turn herself into a tornado because...
And Bubbles is screaming, and her power is screaming. It doesn't add up. This doesn't. Either the editors got really lazy or Santa was running out of coal. Because the previous houses had 20 pieces of coal.
A piece.
And then this guy has 3.
And the other one has 4. So they have 7 in total.
Yeah.
And also, every house has smiley face cookies. Every house.
Every single house. Let's back that up for a sec.
Just to show we're not bluffing on this.
Yeah, we're not bluffing. Hold up.
See, there's all that coal.
Okay, there's all the coal. Here we go.
Next
house. Are they gonna show the cookie? Oh, they might not show the. Oh crap! They didn't show the cookies.
They will soon.
Oh, those are What? Those are regular cookies. Okay.
Never mind.
Dang.
I have been disproven.
When we get disproven,
we will take our losses if they come.
Yeah. Andrew's trying to come up with new ones on the fly. I'm like, Andrew, stick to the script.
No.
We saw more than 3 pieces of coal fall out of there. Why is there only 3 to 4? We saw 5 to 7 pieces of coal fall out. Just me?
No.
Exactly.
I saw that as well.
That was. Come on, editors. You got to pay more attention to this crap.
Let's go! Hello.
They were in their PJs. Like, it shows they all have striped clothing with color.
Now, like, you could say one can make an argument to them just being covered in soot. But if you just watch the next few seconds...
Yeah, just let this happen.
I've come to deliver you your Christmas present. A fourth and more powerful member of your team. Me!
You know, after this evil dialogue.
They're in their regular clothes. What is this? They were just in their pajamas.
You can't deny me any longer. Santa realized that I was the only truly nice kid in the whole world, and that you were naughty for not giving me what I want. So now every kid in the world gets coal, and I get what I've always deserved, to be a Powerpuff Girl.
Why didn't they leave?
Yeah, while she's evil monologuing,
They could just like get up and leave.
they could have easily flown away, and she wouldn't have noticed until, like,
Until she turned around and said to be a power, and then they would have had like a 20-second head start.
At least.
That is plenty enough time when you're flying at Powerpuff Girls speed to get away from Princess. Okay, so the Powerpuff Girls are behind Princess. What? Unless they had like amazing throw. Wait, no, that makes this. I was gonna say because if it like arched over her and then hit her. No, it was direct contact. There was no arch. It was direct contact. Cartoon Network. What the freak? How did she know there was a tree there? She wasn't facing forward. I am very confused.
As you can see, she goes through. Oh, if Princess can go through it, so can we.
Ooh.
One hole. One heart. And a truck.
Why is there a truck there?
Oh, that looked like it hurt.
Why?
How about we just take a rest, and we'll catch up with the others later.
That truck should never have been there. Before I start this, you obviously see Buttercup is with Bubbles, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, she is with Bubbles. Behind Princess, mind you. Okay. They keep it correct. How did Buttercup get ahead? How? Bubbles is miles behind. What? Princess just cut out an ice ball. This is what it turns into. Okay, cool. It's just, you know.
See, that is clearly just a spherical ball.
It is a spherical ball.
With nothing special at it.
Nothing about. I'm sorry? Ha! There was no face there! By the way, that is a great Christmas card. Amazing.
Yes.
So if every kid in the world was naughty, why'd you make so many toys? And what'd you do with the extra, Santa?
You mean the Powerpuff Girls? Not the same Powerpuff Girls who are always helping people and saving the day and being really good. I mean, really good.
Why'd you give them coal then? You freaking knew in your brain they were good. You're like, the list says they're bad. Guess they're bad. Not even checking it. Not gonna check my brain. Nope.
Not gonna check it twice.
Nope. And that's the end of the Powerpuff Girls Christmas special. A fight before Christmas. We're now gonna move on to Billy and Mandy Save Christmas. Like I said last time, which was 2 seconds ago, this is Billy and Mandy Save Christmas.
There are some who aren't jolly, some who aren't nice, and Santa makes sure that they'll pay the price.
So does he beat them up? I'm very confused. It sounds like he beats them up, and looks like he beats them up. So does he beat up the bad kids? What happened to Cole? Santa, who are you? Spoiler alert. Santa Claus gets bitten by Mrs. Claus. Mrs. Claus is a blue vampire. Why are those hands green? Anyone want to tell me why hats is misspelled but everything else is spelled correctly? Also, why do they sell closets? Who sells closets? Answer, nobody.
Chance for some
Okay, so please don't tell me I'm the only one who has to explain the fact that Grim doesn't have a stomach or intestines or anything to actually digest that food with. Literally, if he ate it, it would just fall on the floor.
True. Photo fun is misspelled. Are they in Spain? That's how you spell photo in Spain. There's no PHF sound. Are they in Spain? And why are they speaking English?
Last time I checked, they are not in Spain.
Oh, I'm confused. How?
How did the other people not notice? Not only just jumping through the line, but how did he end up in the beard?
That's my question. Just how?
How did he not feel him in the beard?
I don't know.
My beard weighs a little extra, like almost a human child.
With a huge nose. Nope, I'm just not gonna... How does nose not pop out of the beard? You know? Many questions. So, the guy's beard falls off, and this is how everyone else responds.
Hey, that's not the real Santa.
There's more lying to us. Let's get him.
Why does every cartoon believe Santa would actually come to the mall?
Can we also just show how out of proportion, or just how out of control this gets?
Yeah, let's just continue. I don't think we need to cut the camera. Yep.
That sounds about right.
Anarchy. What?
Why are they cheering? They should be running. It's a fire in a building.
How did the fire start? It just fell. Then why does a fake Santa Claus cause this much anarchy?
How come every time I take you kids to the mall, it burns to the ground?
So this has happened before. Because I remember them going to the mall, but I don't think it burned down in another show.
I also like
that
I also
episode.
like the response that Billy gives.
I blame the economy.
Yep, there you go.
There we go.
That's why the mall burns every time they go.
Yep.
The economy.
The economy. Not the society. The economy.
Oh, that's just great.
What is it, Mother Earth?
Someone cut a hole in the fabric of the universe.
Really? Really, Cartoon Network? You're gonna get us with that one?
I'm goofing around, Billy.
Billy has a He-Man tongue. How is that thing not snapped off?
How did it extend that long too?
All good questions. No answers.
Oh, thank goodness it's only you. It's okay, everyone. It's only death.
Is that better than whatever they were hiding from?
Also a question, because this is another minor spoiler. They locked Santa in the basement after becoming a vampire.
Yes.
What are they hiding from?
Ooh, good point. Good point.
Billy, get over here.
This is where we keep all the defective merchandise. It's all in the boxes. Cannibal puppets, and that creepy doll whose eyes seem to follow you around the room. Now this is the kind of Christmas I could get into.
So is Billy a starfish, or can he only regenerate his nose? I'm very confused.
Well, I mean, we saw his tongue ability, so I think he's just superhuman.
Oh, okay, cool.
Waxing his sleigh. Santa has a sleigh.
Boy! That's the first thing you touched when you got to the North Pole!
I came back in from chopping wood and Santa was there.
Yeah, because trees live in the Arctic.
There is that creepy Baron von Gulish. Perhaps you could ask him. He lives up the road. You just follow Dead Man's Path through the crag of endless stabbing pain, take a left at the Tree of Evisceration, into the Cave of Horrible Smells, then cut through Lovable Pony Meadow, and you'll be at the Forbidden Castle of No Return.
Pony Meadow. Why do I feel like that's gonna be the most trouble? I don't know how Billy's not dead.
Yeah, I definitely heard a spine crack in that.
Bones.
Maybe a fracture too everywhere.
Bones were broken. Okay, so you can see there's there's glass right here. And this head vampire is going to vacuum some glass.
Who's going to pay for that window? All my windows.
The glass didn't spread that far. And why does it stop right here? I'm very confused. Editors, come on now.
What have you done? She did it. What have you done? Do you realize that I'll be picking ash out of my bedroom carpet for eternity?
Didn't I just destroy you?
You staked a little too far to the left. Hit my trusty vacuum cleaner.
It shouldn't work! There was a giant hole in it! Just me.
I've always wanted to save Christmas with a vampire sidekick. Ever since I was a little boy.
Someday I'll save Christmas with a vampire.
That dream is very specific. Like,
Flashback mainly.
yeah, you know, it's weird. You know, as a kid, that is very specific. Okay. Enough with the rage. We're actually gonna watch a little sequence.
Well, we're off. Yes, we're off. We're off to save Christmas. Off to save Christmas. And we're cold. Super cool. Yes, we forgot our jackets.
Okay, sorry, I lied. They both have cloaks on. Let's continue.
Cause we didn't bring our jackets. So we'll freeze. And we'll...
Can it, you two. Alright, Baron. If you know the way, let's hear it. Because we're lost.
And we're lost. Oh, so lost. And we can't feel our fingers. No, we can't feel our...
Said knock it off.
Okay,
That took 0.2 seconds.
I just wanted to say that also, I asked Alex to put that in there because I don't think that was in the original script, but I'm like, please put that in there.
It was
For
not.
me.
There were two rage moments. The how they turned to ice cubes in 0.2 seconds and their cloaks. You can't be freezing. You have cloaks on. Yes, you forgot your jackets, but both of you are wearing cloaks.
Also, Grim doesn't have nerves.
Oh yeah, he's just.
He'd feel nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Always have a special place in my heart and in the New World Order.
I don't know about you guys, but that just makes me feel a little unsettled.
Yeah.
What kind of New World Order is she talking about?
Yeah, it's pretty innocent. And then it's like, yeah, in the New World Order. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down there, Mrs. Claus. Whew.
What kind of New World you making?
At this point, Mrs. Claus has turned into a vampire and is now, like, hiding. So, does she have, like, special vampire magic, or is everyone evil all along? Because now all the elves are bats. That's a good question. Yep. Not even gonna comment
I'm
on
pretty sure
that.
that lands you on the naughty list, usually.
In case of vampire, attack break glass.
You couldn't add a comma in there? Was that comma really not needed? Because I can read that as, in case of vampire, attack, break glass.
No, in case of vampire, attack, break glass.
Well, see, then that would be in case of vampire, comma, attack, comma, break glass.
Yeah, you need both commas. Billy just read it wrong.
Oh my gosh.
You'll need a medium-sized boat. God!
Uh-huh. And he's a hologram.
But this goes a little bit further.
Mm-hmm.
Next, a popsicle stick and a cut swap. Baking soda. Kitchen pie.
How did he know?
What?
How did he know?
I only like elves when they're making cookies.
Do elves make cookies?
I thought that was Mrs. Claus's job.
Yeah, seriously. Well, I guess when she's a vampire, she can't make cookies.
Between you and me, this is like
6th or 7th time she turned me into a vampire.
If it's the 6th or 7th time, who saved you the previous 5 or 6 times? Because Billy was there. And how many times have you had to replace that in case of vampire attack? Break glass sign. Like, seriously. How did the bully get to the North Pole? I don't know. Do you follow Billy? I'm not even gonna try and.
I mean, last time we checked when Grim made the swirling vortex, it didn't disappear, so he could have just happened to stumble upon it.
I guess, but that's very unlikely.
True.
Anyway, that is the end of Billy and Mandy Save Christmas. We're gonna do all of the other reindeer. One of my favorite Christmas specials and one of the most unique ones. You probably haven't seen it unless you were watching Cartoon Network as a kid. And yeah, it's a good one. It is definitely one of the best. And the final show is all of the other reindeer. I know I said I would do Grinch, but time crunch and... No, it's just time crunch. Olive could get hit. Not using the crosswalk.
I also think Olive is female.
Yeah,
You said he.
Oh, whoops. I did not assume her gender, I swear. Okay. Olive goes through this snow pile. That's fine.
It's instantly not fine anymore.
Yeah, it is not fine. Let's just take a moment. If it was that simple to put a tree in the car, everyone would get a real tree. But it's not. It also has no logic. Yeah. So watch this postman. He did not slow down. Momentum doesn't exist, apparently. He's just like, yep, okay. If we had self-braking cars that could brake within 0.2 seconds, everyone would have a car like that. Because that's pretty flippin' awesome.
Also, the mailman has it. Out of all the people to have one, you think the rich people have it. Nope, mailman.
No, mailman, yeah.
Are you selling counterfeit watches again?
Again? What does that mean? Is that like his side job? He just got fired from the zoo. Was he selling it in the zoo? Was he selling it out of the zoo? I'm very confused, Martini. You better explain yourself. By the way, that's the guy's name. Martini, the penguin. Yeah, also, if you look really closely at the police badge, you can't see it, but Andrew and I looked really closely when we edited it up. You can't see it, even if we zoom in. It says okay. The police badge says okay. It not even joking.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. It does.
You think it'd say PD? Nope, okay.
Ever since he was tiny, Tim has loved Christmas.
Back to references.
Tim, tiny Tim. Tim is tiny. Ah! Okay, so the radio arrow starts right there. Okay.
Description eyewear fan. Dogs, do you smell your best when you're wet?
Stop it.
Check out the Marzipan Shack's pre-Ramadan clearance sale.
What is it? High-pitched sound only I can hear. Forget it.
Tonight on Fox,
Look at that arrow.
wildest mistletoe accidents. Recapping our top story. Santa is
It was to the left. It is now straight up. I see you, Cartoon Network.
our top story. Santa is expected to cancel his traditional Christmas Eve flight. Blitzen the reindeer was injured earlier today during a practice flight and won't recover in time.
So how do they know this? Santa isn't like, hey, news people, gather round, children. I'm here to tell you a story. He doesn't do that. He tries to keep his identity as secret as possible. Am I wrong?
In this universe, technically, yes. Because literally we see the newscasters everywhere.
Uh-huh. Well, in a regular universe, this Santa is just weird, okay? This is the only Santa who's like, everyone, get the news on me.
I'm not sure if I'll have to cancel, but it doesn't look good. Maybe somehow we'll make do with all of the other reindeer.
Did you hear all of or olive? We heard olive, just like the flea.
Olive, I came to apologize.
What did he say?
I think he said, I'm ashamed of all your lies.
You didn't do anything wrong. Santa's not flying, and I took it out on you.
You always do everything wrong. Santa's not flying, and I shook it. A trout fondue.
Maybe Santa
Huh?
did say all of. Now that the flea clearly can't hear correctly anymore.
Exactly.
In the summertime, the delivering's so easy. My bag is light and the world is fresh, but by autumn I'm getting queasy. The shoulder strap tears at my flesh. I'm a zombie by Thanksgiving. With 4 weeks torture still to come, this is no way to make a living. Christmas, bug and hum.
Awesome lyrics aside, why did he say ba, bug, and hum? Couldn't he said ba, hum, and bug? That would have fit just as easy.
Teeny, help me!
Last call for bus N34, service to the North Pole.
Martini, I'm innocent!
I'll root for you on court TV.
Help me, Martini! I helped you!
That pin thing would not work.
Come on.
Mm-mm. Unrealistic. I'm suing.
Move it, slowpoke!
Yep. That's how that works. Everyone, new way to get the tinsel on the tree.
Deliver this, punk.
How does that land in his ear so perfectly? They're both in a vehicle going at least 40 miles an hour. He would have to count for the air fluctuation. That is... What? Where did he get that outfit? Did Flo not come into work today? Or did he just make that up on the spot? What?
You're Olive the other reindeer? Santa's looking for you. He's out in the parking lot. He wants to give you a flying test.
How gullible do you have to be to believe that? Seriously. Santa's on the roof, on Christmas Eve with a hurt reindeer. Totally. I'm just gonna point out, this is to Olive from Deus Ex Machina. If you don't know what that means, it's the point in a movie or show where a random thing happens, and it seems like the
It's
hero
like a plot device.
the hero is defeated, but then this happens, Deus Ex Machina, to help the hero.
Hey, don't tamper with the mail. It's a federal offense.
But it's addressed to me.
Oh, okay then.
Why would you let your prisoner open a package? You know, that's how prisoners escape. You let them have a cake and then it gets... Ugh.
Olive, Round John Virgin.
If you didn't like the first reference, how about a second one?
Cartoon Network didn't even try with that one. Round John Virgin's bus is called the Polar Express.
Okay, how about that reference? Do you like that one?
No,
No.
we like none of these references.
You know, this could be an exfoliated carburetor or a decaffeinated dodecahedron.
Decaffeinated dodecahedron. You don't say. That sounds really bad.
Merry Christmas, etc. Come on, up, up.
So if they failed to fly, would they have all died and landed on the iceberg spikes? I assume so, right?
Are you okay, Martini?
Shaken, but not stirred.
Come on with these references. That is like the 17th billion reference this episode.
Okay, that's a bit of an exaggeration. so-
Okay, it's like the 5th. Like, for real, though.
There you go.
The whole show makes a joke about how Rolex is not spelled with 3 X's. So is London wrong? Or is every character wrong? The real question. Okay, Pope, Santa doesn't come when you're awake. Go back to sleep, Pope. So no one's gonna freak out that Godzilla and other guy are just chilling? Sure, they're singing and happy, but come on now. Who are the ZZYZUs? Who are they? Who are the ZUs?
The Zayus.
The Zayus? Okay, cool. So does Santa do this alphabetically?
Probably.
Okay. And if so, then time zones wouldn't be on his side. Or does he do like time zone alphabetic? Oh, dude, that is way too confusing.
It's my house. Fido and Tim.
Well, think about it. Oh no, an Arctic fog.
They were just over Tim's house. How are... What?
Boss, from an insurance point of view, the jump rope's probably not a wise idea.
Yeah, do we not remember what happened to Blitzen? I mean, it wasn't due to jump rope, but seriously, have you forgotten within the 5 seconds?
You helped save Christmas. We saw you on TV.
Oh, well, I hope it was a color set. Black and white doesn't do me justice.
Uh-huh. No. Black and white doesn't do martini justice. A penguin. Yep. Sure. Okay, so we didn't include this in the, like, I don't know, in the video thing. Anyway, so before Olive leaves to go help Santa, she's like, man, I would kill to have opposable thumbs. So in the end, she gets opposable thumbs. But that's not possible, because opposable means you can bend them, like so. She can't do that. They're legit just nubs that go over her hand. What?
Hey, she can give a killer thumbs up, though.
That is true. And that's it. That is all the Christmas specials that we were going to do. We were going to do Grinch, but again, time crunch. If I wanted to get this out on Christmas Eve, which I do want to do for you guys, I couldn't have done Grinch. So, plus Grinch is too good to diss, because Grinch is like the best.
And going into this, we want to give a disclaimer that we love these Christmas specials.
We love these,
Which
yeah.
is why we took the time to nitpick every single idiosyncrasy out of them.
Actually, we didn't nitpick every single thing. If Andrew wasn't here, the episodes would have been like 10 minutes longer on each episode, because I was like, oh, what about this? What about this? And Andrew was like, let it go. And I'm like, okay.
That's true. But
So-
like, we nitpicked more than what we ordinarily would ever
Yeah,
do.
like, you know, we were just like, I think last year Andrew made a couple jokes and I was like, man, you know, what would be really cool is if we nitpicked it. And then this year, like,
I'm like, yeah, let's nitpick it.
yeah, so Andrew came up with the idea and then we, like, you know, I took initiative. So, yep. We'll see you guys in another video. We hope you guys enjoyed this, like, I don't know, hour and a half, maybe 2 hour episode. We also didn't split it up into, like, you know, multiple. I know it's Christmas Eve, but you can watch it on Christmas Day when you're away from your family. After a moment, I don't know how that would happen. But we posted it on Christmas
Go to
Eve.
the bathroom for an hour and a half.
We posted on Christmas Eve. Also, if you're like us and you can't sleep the night of Christmas Eve going into Christmas, you can watch this instead. Because usually there's nothing on YouTube. I remember one year we tried to do an all-nighter, but there was nothing on YouTube. And at 11:30 we were like, man, we are tired of looking at YouTube. So this is something to help you guys out.
So
I
we gotta
guess.
post it before we go to bed then?
I'm just posting it. Like, I'll probably post it like late at night, like anywhere from 7 to 9. So by the time you're watching this, it's probably like, you know, 11 o'clock or midnight. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out and stay awesome, and have a Merry Christmas.